Arsenal
Okay.
versus West Ham. That's how I love to start today.
Okay.
Yes. So we saw what happened in that match. For the first time in a long time, I actually believed Arsenal was going to come back, and they did.
Consider those own goals, right?
Home goal or no home goal?
The way they were playing.
Yeah, for the first time. 3 goals down in less than 30 minutes. Something just told me Arsenal was going to come back, and I tweeted it. 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. What happened? What's wrong? What happened to you guys last night?
No, I really don't know whether anything happened, but I think that it was football. Football happened, and now I'm beginning to believe that the absence of the fans is really changing the landscape of the game, and now it's also crystal clear that the most important people in football are the fans, not even the players, because without the fans, the players are just some yo-yo guys who are playing yippity yappity, yada 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 rubbish. Okay, but it was good to come back from 3-1 down. But the question is, why beat Tottenham Hotspur and go to West Ham and play like that so hogwashly bad in the first 30 minutes? And then, okay, the good story is you ended with a point in a game where I can't recall the last time Arsenal, even in the Wenger days or before Wenger, where Arsenal were 3 goals down and they still came back. Arsenal is the one who goes 3 goals up, and then the opposition will come back and get a draw, probably get a win. So for that, you will call that spirit, you call that strength. But for the target that they have, that is a massive body blow that would deny them a chance of making it into the Europa. I'm not one of those who think that Arsenal have a chance of making it into the UEFA Champions League. I still don't think that they will win the Europa. So this is body blow. They still stay in the same position. It doesn't look like they are making progress. They conspire always to stay in the same position, not making progress. This is motion without movement. That's exactly what's happening with Arsenal. So on that front, it is bad. But then, seeing that they were able to press, because Warrigo saying I pressure the bus pipe. Yes, it was 2 own goals, but it was because Arsenal was on the front foot. It was because Arsenal was attacking. And I think that Arteta and the Arsenal board needs to start looking for players that can be deadly and prolific in taking chances. It's not like they're not creating the chances. They're trying. Odegaard and co are trying their best to create the little chances that they get. But then Arsenal is playing like Dortmund, okay? They do everything, but they just are not as deadly when they need to be deadly. That's a problem. But would I credit them for the West Ham game? Obviously, yes. If you go 3-0 down and then you come back, I'll credit you. So
but a lot of people have come out to say that it's not even about the type of players that Arsenal sign. Sometimes it's about whether it's about their mentality. I don't know if that also helps.
Yeah, mentality helps, but mentality is something that is brought out of a system. So you have a manager who is in a team that is loaded with players who don't. There are 2 kinds of people. There are some people who are ashamed to lose, who are serial winners, who don't feel bad, who don't see any reason why they should lose. And then there are some people who they see it as okay, so what? It's part of football. You win, you lose, or you draw. So Arsenal have a system that have been implanted over the years that winning is not the ultimate goal. Yeah, winning has not been the ultimate goal. From when Wenger started saying top 4 is the target and all that, winning stopped being the ultimate goal. So they need to reverse that mentality. They need to reverse that attitude. And it has to come from certain top decision. Yeah, Arteta tried to, but it's a hydra-headed dragon. So it's like cutting one head and four will spring up. Just the mental space is not right. Arsenal need a kind of mentality that makes them set goals that are higher than, we just want to qualify for Europe. We just want to sign just the right kind of player. I think that Arsenal have gotten in players that should have been able to drag the team from where they are. But you see, they signed their kind of players. Yes, they signed their kind of player. When you bring in Partey from Atletico Madrid to Arsenal, and he's thinking that Arsenal is a bigger club than Atletico Madrid, that tells you they signed their kind of player. They've not signed players from winning clubs, like players that are used to winning, players that comes in and you bring in Pepe. Pepe doesn't want anything in his life. You brought in Aubameyang. Yes, he's done this, done that, but he's not won anything in his life. You brought in Thomas Partey. What has he won in his entire career? All these are a bunch of players who, yes, they are good in their individual right, but they don't understand what it means to be in a dressing room full of winners. They don't understand what it means to never say die. Look at Real Madrid. Because of the number of winners in the team, they are really not playing well. They are not really in their best element, but they know what to do to get a win out of a match, and that has dragged them through the UEFA Champions League and even in the league, keeping them in the title race up until now, because they know what it means to win. A bunch of winners will always win new games. But when you have a bunch of also runs, never do well, packed together in a team, you're going to have this kind of result that you're having. They don't really feel like, when they lose, you can't shame the shameless. When they lose and people are getting angry, they are wondering, what's the big deal?
What's the problem? And it doesn't look like that is going to change anytime soon.
Because so when they win, like a small game, win against Tottenham Hotspur, they are bubbling in the dressing room. It doesn't used to be like that. Arsenal know that they were superior to Tottenham Hotspur. But right now, they've accepted where Spurs used to be is where Arsenal is now. They've accepted that Spurs is better than them. So when they win Spurs, Manchester United is not going to win Spurs and celebrate. Manchester City is not going to win Spurs and jump over the top and begin to pour champagne unless it's a cup finals. But Arsenal now will win them in the league and be jumping up. Arsenal will play against Manchester United and win Manchester United and act like they've won the UEFA Champions League. So you see the difference now. So Arsenal needs guys who have the mentality of champions, what it means to win, and that spirit left Arsenal a long time ago, since far back 2005. So they need to call it back and ostracize this ideology of top four. Let's make it to Europe. Just make it to Europe and everything is okay.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.